I told them I will not diverge from the assigned questions for their own good because they know me. I'm a little bit of a loose cannon up here, but this is Kaley and Jackson. And one of the things we do is that we have an identity here at North Central Church, and that identity is that we're a family of missionary servants. And being a family and servants, we serve and love each other, and we sacrificially give to one another. And so members are givers. And so they're going to share their little story, a little bit of how giving is impacting their lives. And so 3 questions for you. You want to introduce yourself and say hi?
Hi.
Hey, all right, look at that.
Speaking is different than singing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Kaylee's up here singing like all the time.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah,
If you just sing your answers, you'll be fine, right?
No. They have the words up there.
Oh, okay.
Everybody knows. The words are up there. I know
Everybody knows the words. You don't have to spitballing up here. Come on. Do you want to sing your answers, Jackson? No. Okay. All right. Thank God for that. Yes. All right. First question. How do you give your time, talent, treasure, or whatever you want to say? How do you give it to your church? What does it look like in your life?
Well, I don't have the talent like Kaley does.
Yeah.
So
Amen.
I
Amen.
stick to the
What?
time
Oh,
and
no.
treasure, you know. But I just recently, I went to the Discover Teaching class for kids, so that's an area that I'm excited to get plugged into. So that's where I'm going to be focusing most of my time moving forward. And then treasure, we just really focus on tithe right now. So that's been just interesting being married. It's been really fun for us. But we've also been on the kind of the receiving end. So that's been cool for us in the future, talking about maybe sponsoring people. So different ways that we can use our treasure as well.
Nice.
Yeah, we also we have reoccurring giving for our finances and try to plug in if there's a special need for Thanksgiving or something like that. That's a special ask. I think we have a heart for people in need outside of our church, and then inside the church we host CTC in person at our house. So our little small group with our young adults, and it's really fun. It's every other week, and so that's one way we like to serve, but it's more fun. It doesn't really feel like we're giving.
Is it fun to clean up after everybody, though? Come on. That's the hard part, right? Yeah. So very cool. How come I have not been invited to your CTC group yet? So I'm curious.
How old are you again?
I'm too old? Oh.
I'm just kidding. No,
Well, I guess let me throw some spitball questions in here at you, Kaley. Yeah. How much money do you guys give to the church? Let's answer that one. Okay, tell us about some of the motivation of your giving. Why do you invest in the way that you guys do?
Sure. I think in my life, I've only got to where I am because of the people that have been generous to me and given, in so many opportunities, people have seen me in my life, here, you and Pastor Jonathan, the way that, in music, through talent and time, people have invested in youth group growing up here, and treasure, given so that we can go to the marriage conference and the weekend to remember, so many ways that people have looked outside of themselves and seen us and seen me, and that just makes me want to do the same because I'm in a place where people care and people want to see me succeed and see me grow closer to the Lord. And so that's hard not to want to do the same. The meal train, how can I find someone who needs a meal? I can easily do that. And so that's definitely an easy way that's on my heart of I want to be that person to someone now too, that I can see a little clearer. And I'm learning, definitely. I haven't figured it out, but knowing that that's something that people have seen me and I can do the same is definitely a motivation for me, yeah.
Very cool. Will you?
For me, why I give has a lot to do with the environment I grew up in, mainly with my parents. It was never a question of what they were giving. It was just making sure that they were. My father was always interacting in the kids area. He started as a classroom teacher with my mom, and then eventually now, still to this day, every Sunday he's teaching a specific grade of kids. So for me, it just became never a question as I grew older. That was just part of my DNA. That's who we are. That's part of our religion, our relationship with the Lord, and that was also being a Pierson. That I took pride in that. I was like, this is what my dad did. I want to be like my dad. He's my hero. So that was a lot of it was my environment. So why I give is because of how I was raised, and that really just ingrained it in my brain. So thanks, Dad.
Yes, if you're watching out there, thanks, Dad. He's currently teaching kids, probably. Yeah, yeah. Nice. When you think of the impact, I know obviously that we can look around at the impact that, I mean, we celebrate lots of the impact of people's giving all the time here. What's the impact it's kind of had on you as you've been giving and living out a generous lifestyle as best as you can?
I think part of it is a little bit of just a peace of mind. It's something that I don't necessarily have to worry about in a way, I guess. And then something, too, is we go to church here as well, and seeing things like out there in the lobby area, how it's been expanded, seeing differences in how the church that we go to is kept well and it's updated for the people here. And so that, it makes you feel like you're a part of something greater whenever you're able to see the progress. So it makes it really cool and unique. And then whenever you talk about missionaries that are sponsored and different events, like earlier, it feels like you're really a part of something greater. So that's the impact it's had on me.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say like the connection and the family and the community that giving brings. Like I said, the meal train, like seeing people on the list knowing, oh, they're connected to that person because they're giving this week and they're bringing a pizza over. Like just knowing that other people are connecting through generosity is really cool. And then for us, like with our small group, that just, it forms like this community that other people don't have. Like they really do not. And so I feel really thankful for that aspect of it. And just the part that like God's always taking care of us. So we don't have to worry. Like, that we're not going to, like, give and run out. And it's just not going to happen like that. So that's definitely why, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I think you're right. Most people outside of the church, there are very few pockets where people experience life like this, where people that they don't know are willing to invest in them and love them, and then that cycle kind of continues. So thanks for doing that. Thanks for investing in our church family. Thanks for giving sacrificially of your time and your talent and your treasure. And you guys did pretty good. Good work. All right. Yes. Thank you for investing this, the most miserable time. Yes. So, yeah. So you can clap them off. And